All right, ladies and gentlemen, your next comedian. She's very funny. She performs all over. Here she is, Tanissia Sprull.
Yeah.
Hey, so I'm Black, and it's particularly hard being a Black woman in America. I mean, I fit the description for almost everything, but God forbid I'd never be found. My name is Tanissia, but I'm presenting as a Tanisha. You know, people have all the assumptions about Tanishas, but you know, I'm really not helping my case right now. My hair is natural, and it's annoying when people assume that it's some sort of political statement, that I'm this like proud Black woman, but this is really quarantine hair. My hair texture is 4C, and what that means is I've got the most militant, power to the people, no justice, no peace hair. And she's got a mind of her own. I want to control my edges, and she's like, nah, I'm gonna sit right here, but you do you, boo. I thought using like a 450-degree flat iron would straighten my hair, like straighten it. But she was like, oh, that's cute. But you gonna love this fro today. It's like having like a Black power fist hovering above my head like some Sims character. So I'm no longer going to correct people when they call me Tanisha. But I really am grateful that God made me Black. I like to think that when he was putting like the souls into bodies, he got to my soul and he was like, oh, you're going to need an extra 20 years to get your stuff together. So there's some melanin for you. I'm so grateful. I definitely don't look old enough to look better by now. And that's also why I look 13 in pictures sometimes, but I'm really realizing that I've never actually looked the way I do in my head to other people. And I started taking diet pills at the age of 10 because a kid in the 4th grade asked me if I was fat. This white boy, he didn't call me fat, but for some reason I was just desperate for his approval, and so I just took preemptive measures. When I was in my teens, I was bulimic, but now I realize that bulimia is the most privileged eating disorder. It's the only thing stopping me from throwing up everything I eat now is my bank account. That's literally money down the toilet. So the stakes are much, much higher, but boy, are they delicious. Anorexia is the veganism of eating disorders. 0 waste, no carbon footprints, and you weigh as much as air because you literally leave no footprints. Unfortunately for me, I am overweight, and I basically look like the funhouse mirror version of myself. So yeah, I look like a Tanisha. It's stupid because I actually took meds to make me feel better. I wish I had just stayed suicidal. At least I'd leave a skinny corpse. I just want someone to say to me, you're all skin and bones, eat a sandwich. You know, I want to give the illusion of anorexia, like while eating whatever I want. Speaking of illusions, my parents are divorced. And it's very annoying that I'm still very family oriented. Growing up, my life was like a TV show. Season 1, my parents were like the Huxtables. Season 2, it was a different world. I mean, we're on location in Germany. My dad stayed back in Biloxi because, you know, every year we got to lose a character. Season 3, we moved to South Carolina. It was kind of like Germany, but with way more Nazis. My dad was still off the show, but he made special guest appearances about every 5 years or so. He went from a leading man to a day player. Eventually, I got to star in my own show when I got married to my high school sweetheart after college. So it was like being in Three's company, living with him and his two personalities. So that show, it got canceled 2 years later on Valentine's Day. But I filed for divorce. And now I have a weekly talk show. It's called Daddy Issues. It's just me and my therapist reminiscing about my Leave It to Beaver childhood. Thank you. I'm Tanissia. You guys.
Yeah.
Woo!
Keep it going for Tanissia.
Yes.